Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a highly requested video, which is a makeup tutorial. I'll probably answer a few questions that you guys put for a Q&A, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is using my pomade that's from e.l.f. and it's in the color Espresso, and I'm just going to basically follow the shape of my brow and then go into it, and here's the final look of that. Next, I'm going to be using my Fit Me foundation with a flat brush and just apply that all over my face. After all of my foundation is on my face, then I'm going to take a beauty blender. This is just a regular cheap one. This makeup tutorial also is for the girlies who do not want to purchase very expensive makeups. This is all like drugstore makeup, but you can still look like a baddie. So all I'm gonna do is take this and just blend it, make sure it's blended really well, and then I'm gonna come back. So for this next step, I'm just gonna be blending, and the key to a flawless base is to blend very, very well. Make sure you're packing all of that in there. Also, I don't put any foundation on my forehead, and it looks a little bit light right now because of the lighting. It actually matches pretty well. Then I'm going to go in with a concealer that I use that's a little bit brighter to brighten up the face. And then I'm going to use, this is actually another concealer, but I use it as contour. And it works for me. So it's this one by Fit Me. So there's this, and then there's this, and I'm going to show you guys how I apply it and where I put it. I'm applying it on the sides of my cheekbones, like polka dotted almost, and then I'm just going to do one line for nose contour, and then one more line on the other side, and then we'll blend that. Yeah. For this next step, you guys want to blend and stay along the cheekbone area and make sure that you give yourself some structure to the face, also blending very well.
And I promised you a good time. Is it a good time?
While I'm letting this sit, I'm going to answer a few questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. Someone said, what's my favorite color? It's black. How old am I? I'm 19. I'll be 20 in 2 months. Hold on. What's my zodiac sign? I'm a Scorpio. Big Scorpio, the best sign. And then, what's one thing that I can't live without? My friends know the answer, but probably my phone too. Like, I can't live without my phone because I just need it. And then, yeah. Now I'm gonna take another beauty blender. This one is just one with like a flat bottom, but I don't use this. And I'm just gonna blend this. I placed it into this direction, and I'm gonna blend this way so that it gives a lifted under look. As I've said before, for this step, we're going to continue to blend upward for a more lifted under eye look. Also, the key to a very good blended and seamless face is to take your time when you're blending and really pack it in and beat your face. Now for the other side, same process. Next thing I'm going to do is bake my face. Well, I don't technically bake. I just let it sit for a little bit just to give that matte look. But I don't really like bake for a long time, so you don't have to. You can, optional, just how I do it. And I'm going to be using these in a powder puff. And then for my contour, which comes right after this, I'm going to be using this palette from Essence. It's the Sun Club Matte Bronzer and Powder Palette. So and it looks like this in the inside. Another question someone asked me was, who's your first love? Okay, next question. Next question. Someone asked, how would I describe myself? I would describe myself as fun, loving, caring, outgoing, but I'm also I'm really not somebody you want to mess with. And I think that I'm kind of like a spoiled brat. Like, it's my way or no way, or it's gonna be like issues with everybody.
Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
But that's not in a bad way though. So like, I'm still cool. If you know me, then you know I'm cool. I'm always cracking jokes. I'm funny, like, so. So now that I've placed this here and let this kind of sit and mark the areas where I want it highlighted and where I want it to be matte, now I'm gonna go on with the palette. And normally I use this brush from, it's an essential blending brush, and I use it, it's from the brand Pure, I don't know. And then I'm gonna use this one and then this one mixed together, because they don't look that dark, but this one's actually pretty dark. So I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna go in and yeah. Turn on the radio, baby. I'll turn you on. Just make sure you ready. Then I'm gonna use the two darkest colors, and I'm going to go under my chin so everything is blended together and brought together. Now that I'm done with that, all I'm going to do is wipe off my powder. And this is an e.l.f. brush, and this was basically a foundation brush that I'm supposed to use, but I use this to wipe off my powder. So I'm just gonna wipe off any areas where I placed the powder. Make sure for this step that you guys get every drop of powder off your face so that there is no flashback if you want to take pictures with a flashlighted camera. Then I'm gonna go in with some blush. I'm gonna use this brush right here. And also, I'm not really using blush because I feel like it doesn't really stay. So I'm gonna use this Juvia's Place palette. It's called The Berries by Juvia. It looks like this. And these are the colors of the palette. I'm gonna be using this one for my blush. And I'm gonna go lightly because it is kind of pigmented, so I'm gonna go pretty light with this.
It's a celebration for you. No, yeah. And I promised you a good time. Is it a good time?
Thing I'm gonna do is go in with this Morphe palette. This is the only thing really that is kind of more on the expensive side, still affordable, but it's more on the expensive side. I'm gonna go in with this little blending brush, and the shade that I'm going to use is this dark shade right here, just to like deepen the creases on my eyes some more and really give it that smoky Instagram baddie look. For this step, it does not have to be perfect, just a little small smoky eye if you can. This step is also optional.
Oh, baby, tell you fuck with me.
So then next, I'm gonna do my lip combo, and I don't really have a specific one. I just use anything that I'm kind of going for that day, unless like if I want a light lip, I'll use something lighter. If I want, you know, like a nude lip, then I'll use that. But my go-to one for my everyday routine is my pencil I got from the beauty supply store. Don't come for my pencil because I'm using this till the very end. And then I'm gonna go on with the NYX Butter Gloss, the soft cream, and I do not know the shade on this. Yeah, I don't know the shade number on this, but this is really good, so I'm about to do that right now. This step is pretty self-explanatory. Just follow the shape of your own lips. If you would like to overline, then you may do so, but this is how I line my lips and how I fill them in.
Nothing's better than you, girl. Came to conclusion, yeah. 22 and you've been through things that you never should have ever been through. Girl, I know you're 22 and you've seen something that you never should have been exposed to. Yeah, who I got protect you when you feel.
Also to mention, I did go in with this, the Maybelline New York, the ultimate. It's like lipstick / gloss. I went in with that, and I do not know the shade, but I will put it in the video for you guys so you can get it. And next, I'm going to use the LA Girls Ultimate Eye Intense Stay Auto Liner, and I do use this all the time, so I'm gonna do 2 wings, just to really make the look like more than what it actually is. I'm gonna use this, and yeah. So as you guys can see, I was very concentrated here because wings are actually pretty hard for me, but I have took my time on them and learned to master them over time.
I can't ignore it. I can only.
So this is both of my wings and what they look like. Wings are actually pretty hard for me, but because I've practiced on them, like I kind of know now what I'm doing, so they'll typically always look the same, but they do take practice. Then I'm gonna use the Maybelline New York, the False Lashes Lift Waterproof. This is really good. This is my go-to, and I only use this for my bottoms because I don't really think that putting stuff on the top of my eyelids, like on my top lashes, really go with the lashes. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I do put it on the bottom, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do that.
Fuck with me, fuck with me, fuck with me. Baby, would you fuck with me? Fuck with me, fuck with me.
Now that I've done that, I'm just gonna put on my false lashes. This step is optional for those of you who don't wear lashes. You don't have to, because I know some people who can pull off a full face without them. I'm not one of those people, so I'm just gonna use some hair glue, and y'all don't come at me because this works. So I'm gonna use some of this, and I'm just gonna put it on the strip of my lashes, let it dry for a second, and then put it on.
Baby, take me if I lie. I gonna never lie. You be gonna make her right. 2 wrongs don't make no right. Fuck that, baby girl. 3 wrongs don't make no right. 4 wrongs don't make no song. 5 songs don't make that long. 6 gonna make too long.
Now that my falsies are on, this look is pretty much complete. The last steps that I will do is I'll spray some of this e.l.f. Stay All Night Long Microfine Setting Mist. I'll spray this, and then I'll put some of my highlight on, and I'll show you guys that. And just a FYI, my palette for my highlight broke, so I'm just using a small little tiny brush to put it in the spots where I want it. And also I'm using this spray before, as I said, but yeah, that's why I can't show you guys, but I will put it somewhere up here to show you what product I used for the highlight. Yeah. Make sure that you spray your setting powder before applying your highlight for a better and long-lasting outcome. And then this was the finished product of my makeup. I'm going to show you guys without the flash and with the flash, but this is the end of my makeup tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.